Well, there's always a big variety of events happening at Bradfield Community Center. Joining us today, the Executive Director, Chris Jackson, and to highlight some of the events. And we're going to talk more about like support groups and some lunch and learns. And is that kind of event important to have besides the other things that you do at the center?
And you know how we're big into fitness, but one of the other things we're adamant about is mental health and mental well-being. So some of the things we're doing now is just for people's mental well-being.
All right, so let's start. Alzheimer and Dementia Caregiver Support Group. I mean, that is a difficult situation if you're caring for someone that you love, and there's a support group that meets at Bradfield.
Yes, and it's been very successful because, like I said, a lot of people are going through that, taking care of a loved one that maybe has Alzheimer's or starting to set in, and they don't really know how to deal with it. So now with our support group, they can sit down with others that, you know, are going through the same experience.
Right, exactly. Okay, so that's the second Tuesday of each month, 10:30 to 11:30, and just stop in at Bradfield on those days? I mean, on that second Tuesday, or do you need to know ahead of time someone's coming?
No, they don't have to register. They just show up, and we're happy to receive them.
And that's kind of a partnership with the Alzheimer's Association, too, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And partnerships seem important to you, too. You do a lot of things with other folks, right?
And we build our community centers built on collaborations and partnerships in our community. And, you know, that's, you know, the word community, so we want to make sure that we do that.
Sure enough. All right. So grief, you have a support group for grief. I mean, loss of a loved one, whatever the situation, whatever you're grieving, right? And so let's talk about that. That's on Tuesday evenings.
Yes, and I found that one very, very important. My wife has actually wanted to attend a couple times because, again, a lot of people deal with grief in different ways. Sometimes, you know, people say, well, get over it. Some people, it takes longer. So, again, this is a group that you can sit down with others and maybe get some pointers on how they're dealing with it, or just to be able to express your feelings.
And sometimes it's nice to know that, you know, you feel like, well, I should be over it by now, but it's okay that maybe you're not, and to work through that. So I assume that group is helpful, too, with peer support like that.
Yes, and, you know, I've talked to a couple people that have attended, and they said it's been very helpful to them. So we've definitely recommended that people come out and just to get that support.
All right, that meets from 6 to 7:30 in the evening, and those are just Tuesday evenings. And again, do you have to register or anything?
No, again, you know, we just want, our doors are open, just welcome people to come in.
Awesome, all right. So here's something fun, a lunch and learn. Nothing like having fellowship and eating a little bit and then learning some stuff. So we've got one coming up next week on Thursday the 27th. Tell us about that one.
So it was supposed to actually been last week, but Mother Nature stepped in. So the lunch and learn, again, is a collaboration. And again, people come in and there's different topics. There's going to be different lunches. There'll be different topics. We'll feed them. Everyone loves to eat. But the topic is just learning about, you know, different things with your health and, you know, staying healthy, eating healthy, and things like that also.
Right. Well, I think this topic, diabetes and hypertension, I mean, lots of people know someone who's diabetic. Practically everyone has high blood pressure.
Yes.
So, I mean, it's just one of those things where you can learn more about yourself or maybe your loved ones or family,
right? Again, you know, we're talking to people about their self, about loved ones. You know, again, we have a lot of caretakers, people that are taking care of loved ones at home. So this is information that I think will be very beneficial to them.
It's 11:30 to 12:30 now. Because there's food, do you need a reservation for this one?
Well, we'd like for you to call in. Not really a reservation, but call in, kind of let us know, yeah, I'm going to be there, so we kind of get an idea of a head count.
Okay, all right. And then, like you said, on top of all your fitness programs and things are just really happening at Bradfield.
And things are going well. We're excited, again, with our fitness and with our mental health, things like that. So just the recovery. And then, again, just being a community center, we just want to make sure everyone knows that the doors are open and that everyone's invited in.
All right. Thanks, Coach, for coming today.
Thank you.
Good to see you. All right, don't go away. New Edition continues in a moment.